Alright, so today while I was streaming, someone alerted to me that there was a video that Keemstar posted about Kiwiz and exposing him for being a pedophile. So, if you don't really know what happened, I'm here to explain it because I was watching Kiwi's new video, just scrolling through the comments, and a lot of people don't really know. If you sort the comments by new, you'll see a lot of stuff about it. Although, I mean, he has lost 10,000 subscribers today, which is pretty damn awesome. Although there is a lot of people that still are unaware because Keemstar posted the video on a website called Storyfire instead of YouTube, so I figure I'll just make this video now on my channel just to explain, you know, what happened. So if you want to watch the video, I'll have it linked down below. You can see Keemstar interview the mother of the little girl who was 12 years old at the time, that she was, I mean, I guess taken advantage of by Kiwiz, who at the time was 17, so a 5-year age gap, and she was 12 years old, and they did some things. They sent some pictures back and forth. I'm not really going to go into a lot of detail, but it was kind of interesting because Keemstar was in the call, the little girl was in the call, she was like 17 now, her mother was in the call, Kiwiz was in the call, and another guy was in the call. I think his name was like Sword General or something. And the video was like 4 years old. The interview is, and a lot of people were unaware of this. And it's resurfacing because Keemstar decided that, you know, he didn't receive enough backlash for this, or that Kiwiz didn't, you know, it should be more publicly known what he's done in the past. And now it's sort of coming up to the surface. And I think it's a good thing that we're finally seeing the true colors of who we watch on YouTube, because it is interesting whenever anyone gets exposed for anything, not just in Fortnite, not for macros, just like whenever anyone online, any personality, social media figure, whatever, whenever anyone gets exposed for anything, it is kind of interesting to see, you know, the real person, the true colors of the person that we watch. And now people are seeing that about Kiwiz. Now in the video, he essentially says things along the lines of, he was a horny teenager, you know, he was down bad, he just, you know, wasn't really thinking, which, I mean, obviously that's what happened. He wasn't thinking, oh shit, I'm a pedophile. I'm sure that's not something that a lot of people would think if they're in that situation, but you gotta have some common sense. You gotta have a brain, you know, you gotta be thinking about things. I mean, I don't even know why a 17-year-old is talking to a 12-year-old in the first place. Whatever, what the hell. But that's just, it's creepy, it's weird. I really hope that more of Kiwi's fans, I hope a lot of people watch this video and realize the truth about what he did. Now, it shocked me. Watching the video was like getting punched in the stomach a bunch of times. Like, I had to pause it a few times. I was watching it on stream. Maybe there were like 30 or 40 viewers, and I just went, oh! Because, like, it felt like I got punched in the chest watching and hearing these people say things, and it's like, damn, like, Kiwi's really admitted it. Don't try and tell me. I know I'm gonna have at least 1 or 2 comments saying, damn, you really trying to expose everyone, huh? What's it gonna be next? You're gonna expose random for macros? And I'm just gonna get cringe comments like that. He admitted it. He admitted to doing those awful things, which, I mean, I guess I can sort of commend him for admitting it instead of like hiding and denying it for, you know, years and years. Now another thing that people are probably going to say is, oh, it's been 4 years, who cares? You know, it's been a few years since that happened, but it's like, it's one of those things that it's like, it doesn't really like expire, you know? It's not one of those things that sort of just like goes away, you know? It's like, if I were to like steal a candy bar from the store, you know, in like 5 or 10 years, you know, it probably won't really matter as much. And, you know, a person wouldn't really be held accountable for something like that, you know, years later. But it's like, dude, when it comes to something like this, you know, being a predator, being a pedophile online, like that really doesn't expire. You really can't say like, it's no big deal, he was just a teenager. Like, dude, I'm 17. I'm the age now that Kiwiz was when he was doing this. I have the common sense to know that doing something like that's absolutely horrible. And I know that if anyone should do something like that, that's so awful and so terrible, they should be punished to the fullest extent they can be. And it's ridiculous that people are saying, like, oh, it's not a big deal, it was years ago, it's whatever. You know, it's really dumb when people say that, because it is a big deal. It needs to be brought to the surface. If, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, especially if you're younger viewers, but a sex offender, someone who, you know, does things like this, who gets in, you know, convicted for it, or they go to jail for it, or they get in massive trouble for it, you know, when they move to a new place, you know, like if they move into like a certain neighborhood, they have to tell people that, you know, they're a sex offender, because, you know, you don't want people living around you who don't know the truth about what you are and what you've done. It's the same concept here on YouTube, you know. It's like, he's done something terrible in the past, and it's still important that we bring it up to this day. Like, yeah, sure, it was years ago, but that was back when he had, like, what, 80,000 subscribers? It wasn't really popular, you know? It wasn't really a huge deal back then to people, because he wasn't as big in the community as he is now. But now he's got like 3 or 4 million subscribers. He lives in a mansion. He drives Lamborghinis, you know. He co-founded a Fortnite organization called 1%. You know, he's living the life now. And a lot of his fans, I'd say probably now about 95 or more % of his fans, just have no idea what he's done. Like, I mean, I don't think that he would do it again. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. It doesn't matter, though. Like, he did something terrible. He should get in massive trouble for it. I'm glad he's losing subscribers. That's very justified. I think it's really cringe how people are sort of brushing this to the side, saying it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal. It is a massive deal. Kiwiz was a pedophile. He did some horrible things. He needs to be called out for it, and I hope a lot of people watch this video and watch the Keemstar video that's linked below. Thank you all so much for watching my video. Not gonna beg for likes, not gonna beg for subs. I just want you guys to know the truth about who you watch on YouTube. So please do go watch Keemstar's video over on Storyfire. It's the full interview with everyone involved in the situation, and it is truly an interesting thing to watch. It's gonna have you sitting there in your chair saying, "Damn, yikes! This video feels like I'm being punched in the stomach." But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you guys learn about who you watch on YouTube. Don't just brush things to the side. People need to be held accountable for their actions.